Are Amazon straight razors any good? Stick around if that sounds interesting to you. Hi, I'm Matthew. Welcome to my channel. Today, it's a day that I call Will It Shave Wednesday. And before I get started, I need to wet my face. Thought I would switch up the intro a little bit. Most of you know who I am. If you're new here, welcome. So today in question is this particular razor, and I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to title the video. Of course, the scale isn't right. What I want to do. The logo's on this side, so I guess if I do this thumbnail. Anyway, this is the Zertone straight razor off of Amazon. I purchased this 5 or 6 years ago, and this was the first straight razor that I purchased. And I don't know, it was $18.99. It seemed like a good deal. It had a little strap and the case and the razor. And if you look on here, you probably can't see, it's got a little number here. I wasn't sure what that was, H928. I couldn't find anything on Google whenever I did that search. But the 58-61 HRC is the Rockwell hardness scale. And if I remember right, that falls kind of on the lower end of straight razors as far as the recommendation. They say like 66 is kind of, and up is better. So now that we've briefly talked about that, I'm going to be using the Cajun blade Savon. This is the scentless version, and that was sent to me by my good friend Eric. If you haven't checked out his channel, I'll put a link in the description below. I'm going to be using this unscented star jelly, and if you can see, there's just a teensy bit in the bottom, and I hope that's going to get me through. If not, I've got another bottle. I'm going to be using the star jelly. I've got that whipped up already in my Captain's Choice copper bowl. And I will have to say this about Eric's soap. If you have not tried this, or if you want to take your straight razor shaves to a new level, I would definitely try this soap out because it is extra slick. I think it's the slickest soap I've ever tried. And so if you're having a little bit of troubles with straight razor shaving, I feel like this would really help you out. At least it makes my shaves a lot nicer, slicker, and it just gives that blade, you know, the advantage to not want to stick to the skin. If it does that, of course, that's where some nicks, weepers, gushers can come in. I might have just jinxed myself on the shave, but anyway, I put an edge on this razor. When I got it out of the box, it was very, very dull. And if you guys haven't noticed already, it's the new year. Happy New Year. This is how I'm going to bring in 2025 as far as shaves go. Are you ready? Let's get going with pass number 1. The edge is pretty nice. How well it will hold up, I cannot tell you, because when I first got this as a beginner straight razor shaver, it didn't work at all. I was very disappointed, put it back in the box, and really never touched it again. I don't know what the current price is on these. where was I going with it? Oh, as far as how well this is going to hold up, I can't really say. But if you're a beginner and you're thinking about getting this, I would say, you know, you could pick it up, but you're still going to have to send it to someone. And like many others have mentioned in the past, when you're trying something new and trying to learn, you really don't want to try to learn honing a straight razor at the same time. If those numbers on the blade are real, I would say the edge would probably hold up decent, but it's going to be something that you're going to have to apply a little bit more work to maintain the edge. And so in my opinion, it's not really something that you want to start out with as a beginner. If you're wanting to learn how to hone, this would probably be a good one to get because it's cheap. But I would probably stick with a gold dollar because they're cheaper. You know how that goes. The quality control is not really that great on them. So there's that. It did pass the hanging hair test. I will say the edge is not super smooth. It's not the worst I've ever had. So that's kind of another turn off if you're new, because if you're new, you don't really know, and it might put a bad experience in your journey right off the bat. That's why I kind of, and I'm no straight razor expert, but my opinion would be stick with a known good blade from a reputable company or someone that you do know that hones them, that does an excellent job on that. Yep, so there we go. Got 1.5 days worth of growth. This handle, or the scales, are a little bit thicker, and so I'm not really used to holding this one yet. It just feels a little awkward in the hand. And as you can hear, most people that's listened to straight razor shaves before, it has a little bit different tone to it. And maybe that's why they called it the Zertone or whatever. I didn't even try to look up the name to see what that meant. I'm sure it means something. For some reason it seemed a little grabby right there. I was trying to be precautious right around the old jugular. That thing is super tight too. It's like when you're trying to maneuver that off camera. I think if it were me, I would probably find a vintage razor, you know. Let me get cleaned up with some cold water. I'll be right back. I just did something off camera that I normally never do, but I did a third pass, and I just wanted to kind of give it a little bit of a fair shake. Oh, mercy there. That cap won't. This has been one of those videos. It won't come out. I guess there's too much of a lip on the. Anyway, I've got another bottle of that. Anyway, we'll what a fine howdy do to 2025. Oh, mercy. All right, well, I'll put a little picture right here of everything I used. And like I was saying, did it shave? Will it shave? Yes. Once you get a nice edge put on it, I think the material makeup of that blade, and it could be my honing skills, maybe it needs a little bit more work, but I would say I would pick another razor, and I'll give it another spin in the future and see how it goes. But that'll be the shave for the day. I'm getting a little bit of menthol. Well, that's nice. I will see you guys on Sunday's shave. You have a great rest of your week.